Hello and welcome to GitHub Actions dashboard and pipeline demo. As I was talking about challenges, so let's continue on that. As you can see on my GitHub repo, there are a lot of repos. Each repo has a lot of workflows and actions, as you can see here. And then there are a lot of developers checking in. And how do you find an error in a build so quickly? It's like finding a needle in a haystack. So as you can see, so many repos, so many workflows, and then how do I find a failure and go into it? So the easy and best way is to use Opsera dashboard. And here I can show you it's a single unified GitHub Actions dashboard where we give you the total unique flows, we can give you total runs, we give you the successful runs, we give you the success rate and the failure rate and an average time of run. Also, you get the most failed workflows, you get the most time consuming successful workflows and the failed workflows. Now we can further drill down. There is a list of each workflow that you can see, and I'll go into my Java CI Maven build, which I was building. Now here in this detail view, I can see total number of runs for my workflow and the success rate and further everything, all the details. I will go down here and click to further drill down on what happened to my build, what's going on in each build. For example, what was the job running, what was the JDK, and what was the Maven build project, and all the details. Now let me close out this view and come back again here to show you the run. And this is another quick way to look at different aspects of the build. For example, I can see my build was running at the start time, end time, at a push event when the build started, and then I can see success and failure. Now I want to quickly go and understand the failure. So I will go and click my repo and I'll see exactly what happened in my build to see where it failed. And that'll give me an overall view of the error very quickly. Otherwise, you'll have to find in different ways. And now I can go back and see overall actions as well from those, what were the failures and what were the success. So coming back, this is a unified way of looking at your GitHub Actions dashboard, giving you an overall picture and how to drill down into each failure. Now, let's go further into pipelines. So what we can do is we can build parallel pipelines. For example, I can have Git custodian added to my pipeline and check for PI data leaked to your repository. I can then block the pipeline if there is any PI data leaked to your repo and then mitigate it by creating a Jira ticket. Or I can deploy, if everything looks good, I can deploy it to a Kubernetes cluster. I will show you that right here. For example, this is my pipeline. I have created a Git custodian. I've created a Git custodian Lego block where it's scanning for that repo and then getting for an approval. The best part is you get an aggregated log for the whole GitHub Actions pipeline here, and you can go and drill down further down into each log, and I can go and see for a report here what happened, what were my findings, and I can go further down how many text password I saw, emails I saw in my repo. Then further down, I'm gonna close this. As you can see the logs. Another way to look at pipelines is you can run parallel pipeline while you're running the GitHub Actions. You can create a parallel pipeline where you can run a specific workflow, because there are so many workflows and you might want to only build one on an Opsera and get a full aspect of a repo and the logs and the deployment. So that's another way to look at parallel pipelines. And to dig in deep into the next level, so you can build a whole pipeline from code check-in to security scan, to get a request and approval, to build the pipeline and then push it to Docker and post the artifact on Nexus repository and then deploy it on the Kubernetes cluster. And thank you. That's the end of pipelines.